Hey y'all, my name is Kate and I'm a real life bookkeeper, not just a YouTuber. I really make a living by supporting business owners who use Freshbooks for their bookkeeping software. And I'm going to give you my opinion about the different Freshbooks plans to help you know which level you should buy for your business. If you watched other videos by people who aren't bookkeepers but are affiliate marketers, I promise you that they do not know what they're talking about when it comes to this software. But I know what I'm talking about. I use this software with clients every day. And here is the summary version of my answer. Never use the Lite plan. I do approve of you using the Plus or the Select plan. And I think the third tier here, called Premium, should only be used in specific cases. But if you want to keep listening, I'll explain all my reasons for why I have such strong opinions about this. I think you'll find this helpful. At the end of this video, if you did find it helpful, yes, I do have an affiliate link for Freshbooks. I will put the direct link to it below, or you can go to heritagebusinessservices.com/freshbooks, and that will have the link on it, and it will get you the current best deal on Freshbooks as well. So it's win for you, win for Freshbooks, and win for me. That's an ideal partnership. All right, let's dive into these plans. So Freshbooks sells 4 plans: Lite, Plus, Premium, and Select. And I'm going to start with the one where I think most people should land as of 2024. And that's this second one, the Plus plan. And you might be saying, but Kate, look at that first column, the Lite plan. Should I test it out on that entry-level plan? No one should ever use the Lite plan, the first plan. It's not a real accounting software. It's not a full general ledger. Do you see how it says run reports for an easy tax time? But there in the Plus plan, they changed the words to say run financial and accounting reports. Yeah, that is because the Lite plan is not a real bookkeeping software. It is really more of just an invoicing platform. It doesn't have formal accounting reports. It is not based on the fundamentals of double entry accounting. You can't invite an accountant user for free. You can't even reconcile your bank account. And I guarantee you that if you're not reconciling your bank account, then your books are wrong in 100% of the instances. If you're not reconciling your books are wrong, and you can't reconcile on the Lite plan. So just to be clear, do not buy the Lite plan. So back to the Plus plan. So it's good for up to 50 clients, you see here. So I'm going to tell you some of the features of the Plus plan that I see my clients use that they find valuable. The best features are typically around the invoicing and revenue side of the business. The revenue stuff is the best stuff. So what does that mean? It means creating estimates and proposals your clients can e-sign with an e-signature to formalize the deal. It means sending invoices is easy and good in Freshbooks. It means making your expenses billable to clients and pushing them to invoices is good. You can even have images of your billable expense receipts, like if you bought something for a client and you want to push that to the invoice and have the image of the receipt show up too. That feature is good. The payment integration with Stripe is good because you can put a big fat button on your invoices that you can turn when you turn on FreshBooks payments so that your clients can easily pay you by clicking on the button right in the invoice. That's good and pretty seamless. Tracking time that you're going to bill to clients is good. Again, it shines brightest as it is helping you make money, helping you get your cash from your clients. So if that sounds like what you need and you've got less than 50 clients active at any one time, then the Freshbooks Plus plan is for you. Now, as we move from Plus to Premium, this third column here, some more things get added to the column listing the features, but I'm telling you, I've been doing this for a very long time, and I don't think that any of these extra features are good enough or well built enough to justify picking the Premium plan because of them. I believe that you should only move to the Premium plan when you get more than 50 clients. Also, you can probably extend your life on the Plus plan if you delete clients that you're not going to work with anymore. And you don't need to be scared about doing that because it really doesn't change anything. You can always undelete a client, which restores them back to your client list. You don't lose their invoices or their records about time tracking or anything really. There's really no harm in hitting that delete client button, even though it might sound a little hardcore. The main features that the salespeople who wrote this column about the Premium features are saying that you should make you want to move to Premium is because of, let's see, the bills feature, capture bills and receipt data, track project profitability, and customize email templates with dynamic fields. We'll talk about the 3 of these. I'll give you my opinion about them. We'll start with the bills, and I want to be very clear and say that not a single FreshBooks user needs to be using the bills feature. It is not well built yet, and it is not even being worked on as far as I can tell. None of the development updates on their developers log have announced anything about that, each month when they list what they've been working on. And it hasn't been talked about in a very long time. And I come across clients who've tried to use it and it's thumbs down. That is part of the reason they have to call me. They've been using bills and it created a mess. It puts bills in weird places on your profit and loss statement, and it doesn't tie the name of the vendor that you paid to the same merchant, the same company on your expenses list. They named them two different things. And when you pay someone with a bill, that's called a vendor. But when you pay it as an expense, when it's listed in the expenses screen, it's called a merchant. And that's really unfortunate. It's the same entity that you're paying. We want one type of category for naming the entities that we paid money to. And they accidentally built two names, two database fields instead of one. Vendors and merchants should have been the same field in the database. They'll fix it one day, I'm sure, but not for a long time. And I can just tell that it's not hot on their list. And I'm going to scream if they do fix it soon, because it's not anywhere close to the top of the list of things that they should be working on, in my opinion. But FreshBooks works fine if you just don't use bills. So definitely don't buy premium for the bills, but also don't buy the premium plan for the project profitability reports either. And why do I feel that way? Well, because you can kind of still get pretty close to the same reports that they claim are special without having to pay for the extra features. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty details here, but just know that you do have the information about project income and you have the information about the project expenses. And so all the project profitability reports do is combine those two numbers. As I've been neck deep inside of FreshBooks for years now, it is really just kind of underwhelming, that additional report. Can you maybe use it once you get to premium because you have more than 50 clients? Sure. Then you can start using it, but don't buy premium for that. By the way, getting project profitability without actually paying for project profitability reports is a perfect example of something that I would work through with people in my FreshBooks office hours group. I come up with all sorts of hacks and how to actually get useful data out of the software. So if you're a FreshBooks user and you're doing your own bookkeeping, you should reach out and let me know if you would like to join my office hours. And reach out sooner rather than later so I can help you in the early stages of doing your business accounting so you don't create a giant mess. And because then I might not be able to let you into the group until after we clean up your books, because that service is more like having a bookkeeper in your back pocket. It's not for things that are going to take an enormous amount of time. And another reason that I'm not super fired up about the project profitability is because of one tiny bug. If you ever have to return an item, like something that you bought for a project, we can't track and tag that return back to the project. They left off one field whenever you're classifying your returns. So you track your expense to the project, but then you don't get to track that return back to the project to net out of that expense. We can kind of hack it and go in and untag that expense and remove it from the project cost. But what if it was only a partial return? And there's all these if, then, and what abouts that are just, not good, not strong. My general point is that as of February 2024, I don't think you should buy premium just to get access to the project reporting features that they list here in the list. And the last thing premium has is customizable email templates. And honestly, I don't see a lot of people using this who are paying for premium anyway. It is a nice to have, but I don't think it's sealing the deal. And you can still customize your emails. You just don't have the templates. By the way, I have a new business support package. So if you reach out to me, we can get you started on FreshBooks together. And it's going to include one-on-one training with me to get things set up correctly, get your chart of accounts set up. And it also includes membership in my office hours so you can have that bookkeeper in your back pocket on a weekly basis who you can ask questions to, so you can expedite your ability to use this software instead of floundering around and never being 100% confident anyway. So go to heritagebusinessservices.com/contact and reach out to me, and I'll get you set up properly and get you started. If you think I sound like I know what I'm talking about and can already tell that I'm the kind of person you want on your team to help you succeed in business, reach out immediately before you even start your FreshBooks account. And I can even get you your FreshBooks account started using my wholesale discount that we accountant users have if you know you're going to want to have support from an accounting professional from day one. P.S. You should have support from an expert so you can go do the thing that you're an expert in. And then that brings us over here to the select plan and the price. Ooh, mystery. Let's talk. That's tempting. What is behind that curtain when you talk to a specialist? Well, a salesman is behind that curtain, and they all have different tricks up their sleeve that they can offer you. I know I've seen short-term trial discounts. I've seen maybe better deals on paying for a year up front or for assistance on migrating from another software, and also maybe onboarding support. They have flexibility in what they can offer for deals on payment processing fees as well. You might get a discount on that. They might throw in a discount if you need a whole lot of users, extra seats, extra team members. From what I can tell, they have a menu of different things that they can do for different price levels and the different needs that different businesses have. And don't forget, I would like to toss out an alternative to onboarding support that might be appealing to you with the Select plan. I can be your onboarding support. FreshBooks does have excellent support overall. They've won awards for their support, but I'm really, really good. And why do I know this? Because people who have bought the Select plan because of the onboarding support eventually find me and still need me. I would say that FreshBooks support folks that you have access to are software support, and I am both software support and full accounting and business coaching and advisory support. Does that make sense? And you still get access to their support team even if you don't buy the Select plan. The other thing that the salesman will offer you, whether you go with the Select plan or not, is to completely outsource your bookkeeping to a company called Bench. FreshBooks is a partnership with Bench, but the way that that works is that Bench is its own separate bookkeeping software. And so at that point, you're going to really just be using FreshBooks for the sales side of your company, the invoicing, the time tracking, the payments. But Bench is going to have all of your bank accounts connected to their software, and they'll do your profit and loss and balance sheet and other accounting reports in their own proprietary general ledger software. Oh, one good thing about Bench is that you can buy bookkeeping service and their tax prep service as a bundle, which might be appealing to some of you. When you call about the Select plan, I imagine that you'll be offered a pretty steep discount to try Bench. But they do that because it's pretty hard to unwind an accounting relationship. So that means they're pretty confident that you're going to stay after that trial price expires. Remember, at that point, Bench is your accounting software and you can't do anything inside of it. Only your Bench bookkeeper can do stuff inside of it, and they send you your financial reports. But if that sounds appealing to you, like you don't ever really want to be responsible for your ongoing bookkeeping other than sending invoices to your clients, then that could be a really good solution, especially when you add that tax filing on top. So let's keep going and take a look at these additional Select plan features that are related specifically to the software. There are a few things that we can quantify here in this list of features of the Select plan. That's where it gets interesting, where the math starts to get interesting. You do get 2 extra user seats. Look at that right here. That's a $22 value. So if you know that you will need extra team members to be working for you on projects and tracking time to projects or to be sending invoices for you, then that's valuable. With Select, you also have advanced payments included, and that's a cost of $20. And that's for people who want to have some sort of virtual credit card terminal to charge folks instantly, and that you can save credit card information and have recurring credit card payments set up on your invoices for those repeat clients. And then another feature here is the mysterious, up here, this mysterious discount on lower credit card and ACH fees. Your discounted rate will be based on the volume and dollar value of the money that you plan to invoice and move via FreshBooks payments. But the cap on ACH could potentially be a huge quantifiable benefit. If you watch my YouTube videos or come to my office hours, you can learn how to do your invoicing where you only take ACH bank transfers on your higher invoices and prohibit credit cards altogether. I got all sorts of tricks and hacks like that. So I do approve of people getting the Select plan, but it's mostly for people who know they're going to be using FreshBooks payments and want to get that preferred processing rate, and to know that they're going to need the extra team member seats, and who want the improved advanced payment features for having better credit card processing. Getting paid faster via advanced payments is a real benefit. Cash flow is king. Cash flow is important. All right. I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I do have a referral link for FreshBooks that does get you a discount. If this video has been helpful, that would be a great way to say a small thank you to me if you start your account using that link. But I really believe that all business owners need support from an expert, and I'd love to be that expert. Even just a few hours of time with me to help you get set up and teach you the exact parts of FreshBooks that you need to know would be hugely valuable. You're likely not going to need to use all the parts of the software. So why waste time trying to figure it out on your own or watching a gajillion of my YouTube tutorials? Let me just teach you directly. Another one of my favorite ways to ask for support from those of you who benefited from this candid review of the FreshBooks plans is to let you know that if you don't have a business bank, I would love to refer you to the banking institution that I use called Relay Financial. I have a full video review of that bank and why I like it. I also have a referral link at heritagebusinessservices.com/relay. You can always just comment below as well and say that you want my sign up link for Relay, and I'll reply with it right away. And I have the same situation for Gusto for payroll. Gusto is the payroll provider that I personally use, so I'm more than comfortable recommending it. When the time comes that you need to set up formal payroll for employees that you may hire, or when you make that S-Corp election to save on taxes. And if you remember that I was helpful to you as you started your business and got your bookkeeping in order, I would love it if you went to heritagebusinessservices.com/Gusto, where you can get my referral link to Gusto. And that link actually gets you a referral commission and me a referral commission. We both get a benefit. And you can always trust me to be extremely obvious if I ever have a commission relationship with something that I recommend. All right, so in summary, I explained that you should never use the Lite plan. I do give you my blessing to use the Plus and the Select plans. And the premium plan is really only worth that additional cost when you need it for more than 50 active clients. If you want to know my opinions about how FreshBooks compares to other bookkeeping softwares like QuickBooks, Xero, Wave, etc., I have a playlist of all of my head-to-head software comparison videos. Make sure to check that out. I'm Kate Josephine Johnson, and I help businesses build their business legacy.